Hello, my name is Austin-Bennett. I'm the writer and the producer of Separation. Here I am today to talk about the film as well as what we need for part of the funding. Separation is a film where it's based in London, where a family is about loving one another sort of a thing. Separation is basically where it separates the family. It doesn't stick together. And I want to bring this out to the world and bring it out to the UK to show how families really go through everyday life. In my story, a non-fiction film, I would like to show you guys about separation, what people get through, how they live their lives, and how they really don't, live their lives to be really happy. So, I have two kids and I have a mother and father in this film. The two kids have a hard time for their summer holidays, and they really need a parenting or guardian or someone to really spend time with them and really have a great time, to have fun. But they don't get that, you see. So throughout their time, throughout their summer holiday, they've been looked after by Auntie. Auntie is there half the time, but she is a mad auntie. Auntie that you don't understand. An auntie who takes drugs, who literally drinks and sleeps around and go out party every night pretty much. So the kids are really messed up and really thinking, they don't know what to do, and they're really stuck and they really need a proper summer break. Going on a little bit more, the parents, they literally go on their wedding anniversary, which is just at the start of the film, and they go off on their little holiday in America, and they leave the kids behind, and they will have a good time. My main aim for this production of Separation target audiences is 18 to 30. Behind closed doors of Separation, which you guys may not know, in some families families in the UK and that, there are families who are breaking to the point where it's breaking part. They literally don't know what to do. They literally don't know where to turn to. These two young kids literally go through their summer break and they literally don't know where to turn to because their parents are on holiday. They just don't know what to do and who to turn to. Their auntie is there. Their auntie is meant to look after them, meant to supervise them, meant to feed them, meant to go out places, but this auntie doesn't do that. This auntie basically drinks, smokes, takes drugs, sleeps around with different men, doesn't really spend time with the kids. With your help to funding and supporting this production of Separation will be fantastic. Your help will contribute to such as locations that we need to find across London, and that costs money, especially using places such as like the parks, or even if we had to use a house for instance, and we need to set a location that is going to support the film. We'll need to use HD cameras that will just tell the story and looks really realistic and look really live and really crystal clear, and that's something that you guys will love to enjoy to watch. Also, costume is a part of a film that I would like to get most of the actors and actresses to wear, and something to tell the character what they're really wearing for, and really shows the characters of if they're dressing young, or especially like the auntie, or especially like the butler, or the parents, as they are welfare and good parents and in good stable jobs. We've also got the makeup. Makeup could be supporting to cuts and bruises, or makeup, especially like the girls or the ladies that wear too much makeup. Especially for auntie, she likes to dress up too much and she really wants to impress herself by these boys. Also, catering is another part of the thing. Catering is a good part where we would need your help supporting the film, so that the cast and crew can get fed at times, and that be supporting throughout the whole entire shoot. Transportation is another thing that we would need. It's very important for the production to run smoothly, especially if you're getting cast onto set on time, and especially if they're living across the other side of London. And also part of the crew, We've got the art department, we have the sound department, we also have different departments in this production, and has a lot of equipment to bring onto set. So we need to make sure that this part of the funding is there and make sure that it's there and available. With your help and your support, the funding will be helping throughout this production, and we are very grateful if you help us today and you just put every bit of it and you spread the news and you spread it on your social media sites and share it with your friends and family. It'd be much appreciated, and we thank you, and we see you soon on your screens.
My name is Can Soman. I'm the director of the short film Separation, written by Austin-Bennett. I am supporting the film by directing, as I feel the film has a lot to offer. It's going to show the audience what's really happening behind some closed doors that we might not know in our everyday lives, and the problems that some people in families are going through right now. And I think this is a great start, as not many other films have done this much, and we're actually educating the people, not just in London, not just in the UK, but in the world. And hopefully with your donations and your money, we can help bring the film to your screens and show the film to everyone. Thank you.
Let me talk about what's going to happen at the end of this production. Film festivals is one of the greatest things for all film productions to go to. And this is one of the productions that I feel that should go ahead and make it into film festivals across America, Britain, Australia, Europe, wherever across the world. So, I'm going to pass you over to Can Summer, and he will talk about a bit more about this production.
Well, firstly, we'll be in a pre-production stage. Right now, these are the early stages. These are the stages where this is the pre-production stages, where we start putting together what we need to start planning the pre-production of the film. Now, once the pre-production is completed, once we've got the cast, the locations, and the budget, which is the most important, we can move on to the filmmaking stage, which is the production side of things. Which is basically the fun part, really, where we get to make the film. And then the post-production is once the film is filmed, we will edit it, put it all together, and make it ready for your screens. Now, once everything is done, just before the film festivals, we would like to do a cast and crew screening. Now, this involves basically the cast and crew, but the best way to do it, that we think is fair, is by inviting you, the people that are hopefully donating. Now, without your donations, we can't make this film happen. So, basically, when you donate, you would automatically be invited to the cast and crew screening of the film, because you are basically our cast and crew, and not just that, the family. And yes, I hope that we can get some donations and make this film happen and bring the film to your screens.
Yep, you heard Can Summer. He says bring it to your screens. Well, you guys are just going to be amazing. What I need you guys to do now, if you haven't put any funding or support into this film, what you guys can do, you can share it with your friends and family across Facebook, Twitter, wherever on social media sites. And Separation is going to be a film production where you guys are going to sit. It's a breathtaking film, and it's going to be a film that's going to break your heart. And like I said, here from me, from Andres, Austin-Bennett, the writer, the producer, and Can Summer, it's goodbye.
And just remember, we can't make it without you.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Bro, about bloody time, bro. Man's getting starving, bro.